Mind your business.
Latest news! Fresh from the War Owl! Hear all about it! Many a latest, my friend. The war, the bishop, the queen. What tickles your fancy? Figured you'd ask me about that. Ain't looking too good for you, lizards. Word is, the Divine Order's gonna hit your empire and hit it hard. You remember what happened to the elves, don't you? Ain't no one left standing when you treat them to death, Frog. You're lucky to be so far from home, and no mistake. 7 save us. Stabbed in the back he was by them vile, low-born, treacherous seekers. Kill them all, I say. Do them like Magister Raymond did old Lady Seaver. That'll teach them traitors. I mean, they doomed us all, didn't they? The son of the Divine is dead. Gone. Who'll save us now? Jolly Justinia, Queen of the Dwarves. Ah, scourge more like. Here's 20 or so noble gentlemen. No one knows what they did wrong, if anything, and she has them stripped and whipped all the way to the execution grounds. Didn't even give them the dignity of the sword, no sir. Had them all hung. Real slow like. You ask me, and I say she's mad as a mink with its tail on fire. Queen or no queen.
Once, this was a tavern, or a hotel, or a brothel.
What's even the point?
A valiant warrior against the void. Taken too early, all hope destroyed. The path thus ended, the conclusion of a noble bloodline.
Keep your eyes peeled. Ramos the Wanderer promised he'd be here.
Most divine. We wait, we wander and wonder, seek a sign. Damn right. I got a right to live. May the 7 usher us to paradise against all the odds.
He fixes you with a stare, looks you up and down, weighs you up, the cut of your cloth, the weight of your bag. A moment passes. Then a smile creases his face, a smile carefully constructed to look friendly and authentic, a smile that doesn't reach his eyes.
Greetings, my lord. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world? You're in the right place. Beers are ordered at the bar, but can I interest you in a nourishing bowl of stew?
He purses his lips. His fingers drum a pattern on his elbow as he assesses you.
I'm sorry, I mistook you for a different kind of person. My mistake. I shall return to serving me other customers, and I wish you a good, if boring, appetite. Don't come back.
I don't give a rat's ass what they say downstairs. The Magisters is all that stands between us and the Voidwoken. We should be grateful.
Pretty good, ain't he? Bet he'd even write a poem for you if you sidled up all nice like.
My sorcerers, a most vile incident. A valiant you have interrupted my newest masterpiece.
The bard opens his mouth to continue his poem, but another glance at your face has him choking on his own spit.
Oh! The beast himself infests this rotting town, does he? Oh, the poems I've heard chanted of your deeds and misdeeds. Never composed a beast ballad myself, come to think of it. Tell you what, I shall craft a rhyme for you. All I ask in return is a handful of coins. It's an offer of a lifetime. Fame, notoriety, neither, or both? The thing about a good poem is that it wiggles into the ear. People think it's just a catchy rhyme, but it changes minds and hearts, for good and for ill. Magnificent. But if I am to write a first-rate work, you must face some difficult questions. Are you prepared to answer?
He stares at you for a few torturing moments.
Interesting. Most fellow dwarves prefer drinking chants to the fine art I offer. But I see it. The redness of your nose, the lilt of your gait. Drink can get the better of you, yes?
He smiles a crooked smile and runs a hand through his greasy hair.
Not that I could judge a dwarf for his drinking habits. After all, the kingdom is a shadow of its former self. Who is to Oh, amazing, isn't it? That so many of us must beg for scraps, while royalty feasts on fresh meat and grain. Condemn our queen, if you dare.
The bard hems and haws, then bellows his next words to anyone who might hear.
To all lovers of verse, I bring glorious news. I have completed another modern classic. Listen now, and bask in its resounding refrain. Raise a glass and praise the dwarven race, who'd let nary a drop go to waste. A sip of rum, a frothy pint of ale, and then a flask of whiskey for the trail. Alas, we've seen them tumble from their tower. The commonest among them stripped of power. The queen hides within her gilded manor and dares to wave her tattered, tarnished banner.
Now that's a verse I can drink to.
Raise a glass!
That divine voice, that idyllic poetry. Nothing like the other dwarves' uncouth chants. Barstam's music is as sweet and spellbinding as honeyed whiskey.
And then a flask of whiskey for the trail. Alas, tumbled from the tower.
A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag. She pins you with blue, steel-sharp eyes as you approach the bar.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
With surprising agility for a woman of her age, she reaches over the bar and swings a hand toward your face. You brace yourself for the incoming blow, but she instead points her finger into your face.
We don't speak of His Holiness that way in this establishment. I'm a humble child of the divine, no more. My boy Niles has gone and made something of himself in Fort Joy, but we don't pretend to be anything but what we are. You're welcome to drink here, if you like. You beastly thing! I abase myself serving a dwarf, and you reward me with that filth? Stay away from my bar, you hear? This is a civilized establishment.
Ah, finally! Your colleague over there is absolutely useless. I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please.
Oh, pity. I've been trying to get a little something to eat all day. But the giggleheads who run this establishment don't seem to be willing to provide a fellow with his fair portion.
After all I've been through, too.
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was killed by those void beasts. I told him we ought not to travel in the hills, but would he listen? No. Now here I sit, my closest companion gone, our precious cargo worth more than Lucian's right ring, lost to the beast-infested wilds, and the waiter won't even bring me any stew. Ah, then perhaps my luck has changed. Yes,
Perhaps this awful business might soon be behind me. Tell me, how are you with, well, Void Woken? Ah, terrific news. Then what I ask will be little more than a trifling. My mentor, Liam, and I were hauling in a goodly number of fine wares from the Southlands when we crossed paths with a great brute of a Void Woken.
He made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. I'll do anything to get them back.
Very, very well, that's how. That cargo is worth more than a pretty penny, and I'll owe its retrieval to you and you alone. Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I doubt those beasts out there have any use of such a cargo. I can't tell you how thoroughly you've made my day. Good luck.
Frosty Pynton's ale. And then a flask of whiskey for the train. Alas, we've seen them tumble from their tower. The commonest among them stripped of power. Hide within her gilded manor. And dare wave her tattered tarnished banner.
Come on, damn you. Think.
Back, sorcerer, back! I'm innocent! Get her, Dallas! Get that sorcerer!
Bloody useless.
Watch it. Those are source hounds.
Pick up a scent, did ya? Gone as the rest of them. I'm a lucky family. Something got your attention, boy?
You met me as a lone wolf. But did I ever tell you of my past in the Divine Order?
Ifan looks uneasy, even hangdog.
Ever tell you I worked with Lucian? Fact is, I was once pretty high up in his Divine Order. He was a good man. Trust me, today's Divine Order has nothing to do with Lucian's. Everything started to go downhill during the war, right after my last mission.
He closes his eyes as he speaks, forehead creasing with effort.
You know sacrifices had to be made during the war? Well, Lucian knew he needed to use death fog to eliminate the Black Ring. But doing that would kill the elves also. So we came up with a plan. I was to hurry through the forests with a rift portal for the elves, so they could escape before the death fog exploded. But something went wrong. I was too late. The death fog exploded just as I arrived, and the elves were... That's something I want an answer to myself. I'm no fan of the Order now. You know that. But Lucian was different. And I won't rest until I know why Lucian didn't wait. Anyway, let's keep moving. There's no gains to be had wallowing in the past.
Too quiet for my liking. Again, usually is.
Creeping little flies.
Go back! Get out of my realm!
See how the woman's grown. Interesting.
Doesn't it?
You will die. You will all die.
right where I want you.